Hi friends, welcome back to Daydreamers Barn. I'm Jess.
I'm Chris.
And today we're going to take y'all along on picking up a piece as long as the lady gets back to us. We're going to pick up a piece that I want to redo, and we're going to go and pick up my favorite paint that I use. So I'm going to show you guys what I love to do. Chris told me that I should give you a little view on what I enjoy doing. So we're going to go and take y'all along, so hopefully you enjoy. Hi friends, so we picked this up at Bulldog Barn. I am really not super tall. We're gonna have Chris come over. He's like a head taller than it, so yeah. I just want y'all to know that I'm not a giant. But we're going to, or I am going to show you what I do for a living, I guess, and what I enjoy doing. So I'm going to take this from just a plain bookshelf and I'm gonna zhuzh it up. I'm gonna turn it into something that, you know, could be a statement piece, I guess. So I'm gonna paint it blue or navy. I'm going to use Dixie Belle, and I'm gonna go through all of the steps with you guys for what you need to do. So if you wanna do this, you can. And then, so first off, you're going to want to inspect your piece. So if you need wood filler, there's a hole in it right here, but I'm not going to do anything with that because one day I'll just replace the entire back, but right now I'm not worried with it. But I've inspected the entire piece. I don't need any wood filler, but if you did or you needed to replace a piece, this is the time you're gonna wanna do it before you start sanding. So say you have a hole that you need to fill or a crack that you need to fill, you're gonna wanna put the wood filler in. You're gonna wanna let that completely dry, and then you're gonna wanna sand your entire piece and then make sure that that is a smooth surface that's, you know, or a rough surface, but you know, it's not beveled up. Chris is behind the camera. So right now I'm going to sand the entire piece with 80 grit. Is it 80 grit? Sandpaper. So I'm going to do that all over the places that I am going to sand. So the interior of this is going to stay wood. The exterior, the top, this little part, and all the sides and the bottom are going to be painted. So, without further ado, I'm going to jump right in it.
Cool.
So, once it's all sanded, you're going to want to like take a rag and clean it off and get all of the debris from the sanding off. So at this time, if you have like a hand vacuum, this would be a perfect time to use it to just make sure that you get all of the little bits off. So with this Dixie Belle, you're going to want to shake it up pretty good to get everything incorporated since it is a chalk paint. Also, if you're doing it inside like me, you're gonna want it vented and then a good, like a protectant down on your floor. We have this plastic that we've been using for quite a while, quite a few projects, and this has the red, white, and blue from the cornhole boards. So I'm gonna use a paintbrush. I got these at Menards. No, it's not Menards. Menards in the United States. No. B&Q. I got these at B&Q with this handy dandy little case that holds your paintbrushes. So whenever you're in between, like the first coat, and then I'll put my paintbrush in here to keep it to where it doesn't dry out fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and like, not at all.
Can we bring the camera over so you can see what you're doing? Or just do it? Oh, there you go, yeah.
So I normally work from the top down and just get a good first coat on it.
Do you want to take off the,
I will. I'm gonna just get this side done,
gotcha.
and then I will do the front portion. So on the sides I don't want to paint, like this little end, I'm going to go ahead and put some painter's tape. I'm just going to put some painter's tape over it just so I can try to avoid over painting on these pieces because I don't want to have to sand it down and whatnot. Axel, stop it. We have a little axe man that's not happy that I'm back here and or in the kitchen, and he is not with me being held. I try not to use a lot of tape if not needed, but I'm just trying to get some good crisp edges. So if you're new to this, painter's tape is your friend. If you're not, just make sure that your painter's tape has a really good seal so you don't have to worry about it bleeding under your paint bleeding under the tape. And then so down here I'm going to do just a line so I have like a crisp edge down here. I'm going to take it from the inside of this bottom . I know, bud. He is not a happy camper. Axe man is not happy. I know, buddy. But you don't need to be in here. Okay. If I can get up with my bad knees. So I'm just gonna continue painting. One color. Because if you rush, you're going to miss spots and then you're going to have to go back through and then repaint, and that's never fun. So with the first coat, you just want to get everything coated, you know, as well as you can. Plus, This is just fun. If you have any questions or if you want advice, I'm happy to give it. So any questions that you have on paint, where you can get this paint, and all of that. So you can buy it from someone here in the UK. They supply it, so which is nice. And they're very kind. Hopefully we can go to their store one day. I know some people are screaming at me not to paint this because it is wood, but I always like to, do things that I enjoy and not go based on what other people want. This is going to be in my house, or if I sell it, there's a lot of people that truly enjoy this. So I understand, not enjoying it, but at the same time, I would rather repurpose something than something go to the landfill and be destroyed. So if I can breathe new life into it, that is my goal. Let's see what I'm doing. So with this paint, with chalk paint, it's a lot of fun, but a lot of people are hesitant to use it because after you apply this first coat, it is tricky to apply the second coat. It's not as tricky once you know how to apply it correctly. It goes pretty easy, and I enjoy working with this chalk paint over regular paint. So. I'm sorry if I'm making faces. I've noticed that when I am concentrating, I make funny faces, and I've asked Chris to let me know if I am making one of those faces, and he's not said anything, so I guess I'm doing okay. But yeah, so if you see a face, it's not because anything, or it may be because I'm in pain with my knee, but yeah. So everything is coated with its first coat of paint. So everything, I'm going to let this dry. It is coated. So we're going to come back. This paint is fairly quick to dry. So I'll probably give it about 30 minutes to an hour. Come back and check it with you guys. And then we'll do the second coat. Okay guys, I've changed my mind. I want this to have a little bit more dimension. So I'm going to paint just this front portion of the shelves. So I'm going to remove this. I know it was a waste. I hate wasting, but I stepped back and I was looking at it, and yeah, we're just going to go in a different direction. And I want it to pop. You know, it's going to have all of my mason jars and my my cookbooks and such on it. So why not make it pop a little bit more? So But the bottom one, I will keep that line, so.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game that we say. I need a break.
Really good.
I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on.
So this is what I enjoy doing, is taking something that somebody was getting rid of and just turning it into something new, something different. Well, not really different. Giving it a facelift. There we go. Giving something a facelift. And with that, it just makes you happy, or it makes me happy. So hopefully it makes you happy. And if y'all have pieces in your home that you are wanting refinished, there may be somebody in your local area that does it, or if you're close and you are military, Victoria and I at the base, we do this. So contact me and I can let you know how to get in touch with us. Okay, so I'm done with my first coat on everything. So yeah, we'll let this sit for an hour and then we're going to come back and then do the second coat. So while you're letting everything dry, or everything, while you're letting your first coat dry, you're gonna want to put your paintbrush in your little holder, and you're gonna want to wet that paintbrush just to make sure it stays moist. And you'll want to put the lid on your paint. So, see you in 1 hour. Back after 1 hour. Okay, so Chris noticed, because he came over here, he could see the top, so I painted the top also. So y'all didn't see that, that was off camera. Because I had to have a chair. So with this paint, you're going to want to get a spray bottle. And you're going to want to just wet it down for your second coat. Yeah, and then that's, well, it's really not it. It's not as easy, but
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone.
okay, again, I'm gonna put my paintbrush in my holder, and I will go ahead and close this up and then close my paint. And then we're going to let the second coat sit for about 30 minutes. I'll come and check it to see if it's ready, and then I will start sanding. So back after about 30 minutes. So we're going to pull this tape. I just pulled the tape, and so now I'm going to distress this piece to my liking. There's like a heavy distress, a light distress, so I'm gonna kind of go in the middle of both. So I'm going to probably speed up this so you don't have to listen to the sanding. I've been making changes for the ages. 5-10 year plans are contagious. I attack that shit, I'm tenacious. And if you ain't, get the fuck out of my way then. Got one life, I won't regret it. I will fight until I get it. I'll look back one day from heaven and say, damn, I learned some lessons. And say, damn, I have no questions. I had fun in every second, and the journey was a blessing, yeah. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. Now, I will come through and I will dust this off, and then I will put the final, like, sealant on it. So now I'm going to do the final coat. It is called Butter. So, made by the same company, and I just apply this all over, and then I will wipe it off. And now I'm just gonna kind of buff the butter, or butter, however you want to say it. And there's the finished product. Thank you guys for coming along. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment below and let me know if you've done things like this, or if this interests you, or if it didn't. Let me know, be honest. Bye guys, be safe.